Looking for a great family meal? Today we have one for you. It's a twist on a chicken pot pie. We're here with Suzanne Clark from livingaCreativeLife.net. I love this because a normal chicken pot pie takes a long time to do.
It sure does. You know, you have to cook your chicken, make that stock, make a roux, add heavy cream, and then you have to make a pastry. So we're not going to do any of that.
Nothing
like that
so
at all.
What are we going to do?
We're just going to start off. I have some melted butter in my pan right now, and I'm going to add a half a cup of chopped celery right in here. I kind of hear that sizzle. That's nice hot butter. And I'm also going to add a half a cup of chopped onion. Okay? That's all the chopping you're really going to have to do for this. So we're just going to kind of cook this until it's softened.
For just a minute or so.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of get this going. Typically I'd let that cook a little longer, but now we're going to start with our creamy base. This is going to flavor it.
Now normally you would use a heavy cream, but you said this is a way to lighten it up.
Absolutely.
Not make it so
And you still get that nice creamy feel. In fact, it's a little creamier. I really like it this way. So I'm just going to add some cream cheese. This is 8 ounces of Challenge cream cheese.
Okay, so this is what we're using right here. You use the whole box.
Yeah. And I'm just going to add this in here. Okay. And, you know, this takes a couple minutes because, you know, you want to kind of get this incorporated. But as soon as it starts melting in, I'm going to add another ingredient that's a big time saver, and that's cream of chicken soup. Okay, this is where, you know, typically you're going to use your stock and you're going to thicken it with a roux. You don't have to do any of that if you have
just add a can.
A can of soup. So this is so easy. You could also use mushroom soup if you wish, but I like the chicken because it has the chicken broth in it. Okay. And so I'm just going to kind of give this a stir. Now, one thing about making a chicken pot pie, you want to make the base a little thicker than you think you're really going to want it as your end result, because as it bakes in the oven, it kind of thins out a little bit.
Okay, that's a good point. So if you think it's really thick, don't worry.
It's okay, right?
Change. Okay.
So now we do need to add a little bit of milk, but this is just plain regular milk. It's not half. It's not half and half or cream. Absolutely. This is 2% right here. I could use skim. I could also use evaporated milk, which gives it a nice creamy taste. Okay. But once I kind of get this going and mixed around, I'm going to start adding all the goodies that you expect to have in a chicken pot pie. Another time saver that we're going to do is use rotisserie chicken. Now, they've been selling this in the stores already cut all up, but you know, you could buy a chicken.
You can use old chicken.
I mean,
you know,
day old.
Yes, day old from the night before, whatever you want.
All of your leftovers. So
you're just going to put it in there.
Just put it right in there. It's just cut up, white meat, dark meat, whatever you wish to use. They even had canned chicken at Costco. You could do that. Now I want to add some vegetables, and I'm going to add some frozen peas and carrots.
This. So you just brought a bag of this, and then you're just going to pop it right inside.
Pour it right in, and it's frozen. You don't have to thaw it, nothing like that. Just put it in frozen, and because you know it's gonna cook and warm up in the oven, and then you add some salt and pepper. I'm going to put this in ramekins. Now, if you don't have ramekins, you can still make this and just pour this into an 8x10 glass pan and then just arrange your toppings on it. But today, I like individuals. I always think they're kind of nice. And I'm just going to take my filling and I'm going to scoop it in the inside like that.
Do you want it all the way to the top?
I want it almost to the top, like that. Okay. I don't want so much it's going to spill over in my oven and make a big giant mess. But once I have that done, then I'm going to have my little surprise. Instead of crust, we're going to use a frozen biscuit.
Okay, so this is frozen right now, and you're going to pop it right on top.
Just like that. That's
I like that. I was wondering if you were going to cook the biscuits afterwards.
No,
you're putting it right on top.
And then this goes into a 375-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Then at the end, when it comes out, I kind of sprinkle it with a little cheese because that's what my family likes. And then when I bring it to the table, if I want to add a little freshness, I can add a little bit of parsley, and I am done.
Gosh, I love this. This is individual chicken pot pies, everyone, and you can find the recipe at livingaCreativeLife.net and more recipes from Suzanne there.